Beetroot, nature's powerhouse, packed with vitamins, antioxidants and nitrates, it's known to support heart health, boost stamina and improve blood circulation. Our beetroot is naturally grown and harvested at peak ripeness. The roots are cleaned, dried and finely ground to preserve their rich nutritional content, giving you all the benefits in one pure form. Add 1 teaspoon of beetroot powder to your juice, smoothie or water, or take it in capsule form as recommended by your healthcare provider. Beetroot helps enhance endurance, lower blood pressure, and keep you feeling energized and balanced all day. Fuel your body with the natural power of beetroot. Stay strong, stay healthy. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
Waka waka wagwan. This is Diffrent elegant dancehall solution, dancehall transition. Wagwan yani. And I'm talking about Lucky Dua.
Yani na dufla. Yani dufla. Wanasema nimesota, misina do. Mara niko wash na osha do. Wacha kuspread hizo rumors. Ati gari yangu ni alo. Mara nimewekwa na sponyo. Wacha kuspread hizo rumors. Dada masi.
Don't spread. Don't spread. Don't spread. Lagi tu mina pata. Baby dina jasho imeni weka hapa. Ini kufa, na kula bata. Wenye wivu wajinyonge wakitaka.
Wanababaika sana, wakiona vile Mungu anafungua njia. Mwenzangu we pambana, usiseme Illuminati na nisaidia. Wanahangaika sana, wakitafuta vile wataniharibia. Kile nachopata naridhika na najivunia. Wanasema nimesota, misina do. Mara niko wash na osha do. Wacha kuspread hizo rumors. Ati gari yangu ni alone. Mara nimewekwa na sponyo. Wacha kuspread hizo rumors. Dada masi. Don't spread. Don't spread. Don't spread. Don't spread.
Criminal, nanita criminal. Yunanda kutafuta usiku miso criminal. Criminal, nanita criminal. Na level zangu ziko top, you can see me low. Hey, doba zangu wanga genje ya nini mbaya. Eti Diffrent mepote ya niko ulaya. Kwa dancehall niko rien, mini live wire. Manzi yangu ni saize na siwa muraya.
Wanababaika sana, wakiona vile Mungu anafungua njia. Mwenzangu we pambana, usiseme Illuminati na nisaidia.
Family, hope you guys are doing amazing. Having a beautiful Friday. Happy Friday. Hope your week has been fantastic. 11 minutes past the top of the hour. Karibuni sana to yet another beautiful conversation of the Pan-African Bliss. My name is Joby. To the first-time listeners on YouTube, Rumble, Beetroot, on the network, on the radio station, Spreaker, Spotify, on whatever platform you're catching us live from. Karibuni sana once again. And of course, welcome to the media of the 21st century. A quick reminder before I get straight to the conversation of today to kindly download our app on the Google Play Store in case you want to keep, of course, tuned on all the conversations back to back. We have shows from 8 a.m. till late night from Monday to Friday and possibly maybe during the weekend. We also have extra shows that you can find on the network. Karibuni, as today we get to discuss health, and this is regarding literally when we talk about health, it's not about what you're consuming. Also, health does come with things that we apply on our skin, and we've seen most of the things that we tend to apply on our skins end up actually destroying us. We talk about skin bleaching, talk about some skincare products actually, and a whole bunch of things that when you apply on your skin, especially as a Black person, they can cause a very effective reaction. And how do you deal with this? Or rather, how can we actually be able to know organic supplements? We got you covered right here on the Black Hot Fire Network. We talk about actually skincare products on the like of what I'm going to talk about today, shea butter. We have some raw shea butter that you can get yourself on the sports page. We also have other amazing organic supplements that you can take if you are a seeker of multivitamin, if you are a seeker of beetroot, if you're seeker of brain and focus powder, moringa pure powder, CMOS, we got you covered. Just rush to the Google Play Store, download our app, and once you have the app, it requires you nothing to sign in. It's free of charge. You just log in into the radio segment, and of course on your left, on the upper three lines, you'll be explored, rather you can explore the network itself and the website and see where we have these amazing features. We also have the app on store. You can get yourself amazing t-shirts, hoodies, beanies, handbags, mugs, anything that you'd prefer of your like, color and size as well. But before we get started, a quick reminder again, shea butter. We have shea butter. We talk about skincare products. That is my topic for today. Something very interesting because I barely talk about health personally. Iwaton is the person who's always focused on health and nutrition on most of our conversation. It's been actually quite a minute since personally I tackled anything to do with benefits of health, or rather things that are beneficial for your health. So today we shall actually be learning about how other African countries actually produce different types of shea butter. And since we are promoters of shea butter here, I'd also love to, of course, discuss this so we can know, how do you understand the difference between fake shea butter and the real shea butter? That is something that we need to check on. But karibuni sana once again, a quick share of the Brain and Focus formula before we get into the conversation of the day, where we shall not only be talking about what is happening, of course, with the different types of shea butter that you can get in different African countries. Wherever you tour in Africa, we shall be talking about what is happening in Burkina Faso, how they're doing amazing in terms of transitions and making possible changes that have been termed impossible. Imagine actually making Africa or industrializing Africa. It doesn't cost us a lot. It's very cheap. If you look at our Burkina Faso right now, it has focused on the creation of the road projects. They're not depending on China or the US to fund them, or the IMF or the World Bank. As a matter of fact, we know that these countries have completely withdrawn from these organizations because they have been long standing in Africa, but there's no positive turn. So Burkina Faso is showing actually how there's cheaper ways of making Africa a better continent. Is also showing how we can make our things very cheap by just using the resources we have within the continent, and stop depending on other countries. Yesterday we were talking about how Kenya is focusing on putting gold in London, that is in England, and we talked about actually the disadvantages of this, which actually it's majority disadvantage. There's no advantage. The only advantage we can take is if we only traded with each other. And like we talked about, countries like South Africa, Ghana, these are countries that have tried to do this, but they have already failed. So what could we be doing wrong? So that's why we go back to the drawing board of people like, Ibrahim Traore. You have to strategize everything and understand why have the patterns been failing. And it's completely showing us Africa has the possibility of becoming the US, the Dubai it can, if we just use our natural resources, and it's even more way cheaper. Shall be looking at the road constructions on that, and also looking at Kenya on this other end, how they're making excuses of passing the 8th financial bill. But for now, get yourself some amazing Brain and Focus formula as we get straight to the conversation of
Unlock your full potential with Brain and Focus, a powerful supplement designed to boost mental clarity, enhance memory, and sharpen concentration. Made from a blend of scientifically proven ingredients like ginkgo biloba, omega-3, and essential vitamins, Brain and Focus is crafted to fuel your mind. Our process ensures maximum potency and effectiveness, delivering the perfect balance of brain-boosting nutrients. Take just one capsule daily, as prescribed by your healthcare provider, and feel the difference. Whether it's powering through your workday or staying sharp in life's challenges, Brain and Focus keeps you at the top of your game. Stay sharp, stay focused, and stay ahead with Brain and Focus. Brain and Focus, fuel your mind, achieve more. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
As always, like we say, in case you have any questions before or after purchasing this organic supplements, kindly email us in case you have any questions or facing any difficulties as you purchase the organic supplements. You can email us at kcnewsam15@gmail.com. But karibuni sana once again as we get straight to the conversation of the day without wasting much more of the time. We're going to start with what is happening in Kenya. Shout out to Jiba Jaba, karibu sana. I'm popping. How you doing? Hope your week has been fantastic. Happy Friday. Wishing you a beautiful day ahead and of course a happy weekend, a restful one and a productive one, however you choose to spend yours. But anyway, we have Ruto. During the morning of the late Prime Minister Raila Odinga, who we of course were discussing last week, the whole of last week, we saw how this is actually the biggest, the burial of Raila Odinga happens to be the largest. It has actually entered the world record. Raila Odinga's burial happened to be the largest burial ever witnessed in the whole world, because this is a burial that took number 1, 2, 3 days, and within those 3 days, actually, people before even the body came here, people were already like on the ground in his house in numbers, flocking places and literally demanding answer about his death. And apart from that, we also saw how the numbers actually overwhelmed the stadium like Kasarani, and a bunch of things that actually took place where we had 4 people were confirmed dead because the police don't know how to control the crowd. But apart from that, we also saw, of course, and discussed about the 8th finance bill, actually part of the finance bill, because these are some of the things that we went to the streets last year, and hundreds of youths died because of demanding for a better Kenya. And yet we can see the same thing has not been taken keen of, and they have actually passed them. So we have 8 bills that were passed by Ruto, and of course other 11, which include of course the selling of public assets, state-owned companies and all that, and bunch of things. Others include land and how effective they're going to be. Others include, we've seen the cyber crime attack and all that, and bunch of things. This is all everything that we actually demonstrated about last year. But you know what he had to say? This is the video. He came ahead and said that people are actually thinking he has something to hide. You took advantage. Yes, that's why you have something to hide. You took advantage of people being distracted by something that actually happened. One of the people was controlling the largest crowd to stop this kind of things. As much as you are working together, at least he could, we're just going to give at least, because we know the work of the opposition leaders. It's not like we don't know the work of oppositions, but at least with his presence, Kenyans were still alert and could understand what is happening politically. And this is why we can see the awakening of the masses now. If we talk about the Gen Zs, we've been seeing the generation that have been led by Raila over and over and over again. But now it comes to a different generation. We're not just going to be led. We want to read and understand what are we being led to. Or about what are we going to demonstrate about? How does it affect us? Is this a political benefit for you guys, or is this really about me? And this way you can see last year, without tribalism, without no leaders, Kenyans were able to march as one people towards all the way to the parliament and demanding, we don't want the finance bill 2024 and 2025, but it has been passed. But what does our man tell us? This is a coincidence. We know scientifically, this is African science, not their science. There's nothing as coincidence. Everything that happens in your life is meant to happen. And these bills were meant to be signed. Okay? At the end of the day, like we've seen yesterday, him completely giving our resources to England, that is the gold, and bunch of things. We've seen him selling the state-owned companies, allowing other NGOs to actually settle here, and where we don't have the right to question, or we can't even take them to court, we just have to let them be. This man is completely selling away the country, and it's what is meant to be. So there's no such thing as coincidence. You're doing the bidding of the white people who let you go scot-free the time you knew you had a trial of something you completely did. But let me go to it.
Seme ukweli. Najua kuna watu wanatafuta kuchafua Kenya kwa mbinu zote.
So he's saying people are looking for ways of just identifying his name and Kenyan's name in every means and way.
Rais alisign.
The president has signed.
Hii sheria ilikuweko.
The law has been there. That is what he says.
Amendment ilianza 2024. Amendment ilifanywa na bunge.
Amendment that we went and demonstrated about. If this was in the parliament, remember the same parliamentarians, some said yes, some said no. So you didn't have majority of the votes. The people won. We are the majority. If we talk about the realistic fact of democracy and sovereignty, we are the democracy. We control the sovereignty, but you don't even obey none of that. You don't. The amendment, yes, was there in 2024, but didn't the people go ahead and demonstrate about this? And you said yes as the president, apart from just setting different dialogues that people didn't want to listen. You said as the president, this is not going to be signed, and you've listened to the voice of the people. So how is this a coincidence if you mean, even he's even contradicting himself. How is this a coincidence when you're saying the amendment was there in 2024? The law was always there. So now this is a coincidence? You knew at the end of the day you are going to sign this. You had to go by the white man's bidding.
Mimi niliamuka on Wednesday. Mimi nikiwa na kwa sababu hiyo ndio ilikuwa kazi yangu ya siku hiyo. Na ni kazi ya kikatiba ya kutia mkono sheria, kwa sababu ilikuwa imepita viwango vyote. Nikaletewa na speaker. Bahati mbaya tukapoteza waziri wetu mkuu wa zamani.
We have the details of what you've also done to the members of parliament. That's why most of them will have to say yes, despite saying no last year to most of these deals. Most of them, you have their corrupt files, and of course it's a corrupt system. You'll find none of them are innocent. Most of them are involved in different corrupt cases. So of course you're gonna do what your puppet master says, because he has to please his puppet white man, because there's someone who's watching also the puppet white man. It's a chain. It's a chain.
Lakini tayari nilikuwa ofisini kwa hiyo kazi. Hata nilikuwa nimevaa shati, nilikuwa naenda Ukambani kwa mambo ya barabara. So I was on duty just like any other citizen. Hakuna kitu ya kuficha, hakuna kitu ya giza, hakuna kitu inafanya usiku. We are doing the right thing for Kenya. We want to protect this nation from situations that undermine the well-being of the young people of our nation, the well-being of the people of Kenya, the security of the country.
The security, this is the same person, was he addresses security, this is the same person. Remember, if you can ring Mandera again, we've been talking about Mandera, which is in the northern parts of Kenya. We have the Somali soldiers, we have the RSF, we have Ethiopians who are flocking. It's some of the Ethiopian and Somalis who are flocking here, leave alone the Ethiopians and Somalis who have been legally living in Kenya. We have people who are illegally coming to Kenya and they're getting IDs. If you remember the conversation, if you have been tuned in on my shows, you have the dots. So this is the same man addressing security. The same person addressing security is the same person influencing insecurity in the country. This is crazy. There's nothing you're making better for Kenyans at this particular point. You're making the lives of Kenyans very worse. Kenya is not going towards a good direction. We're about to become the next Ghana, sinking in debt. We're about to become the next Nigeria. I mean, it's not like we don't have slums, but we're about to be swimming in them now. Because of this, these people don't just care. I was about to share a video earlier today. I don't know why I didn't share it because I'd copied the link, but I was supposed to share a certain video from Instagram looking at our water irrigation. And you can tell the jokes of this leadership. How does water flow when it's raining? Because yesterday it rained. And bet me, it didn't even rain heavy. It didn't rain heavy because yesterday, immediately I finished my show at the culture show, the lights went off. And some places were flooding. It didn't rain heavily for it to flood. And the fact that we should have proper water irrigations, this is not something we should see. Water coming from the path is supposed to be going all the way to the roads where the cars are passing. It's the lack of accountability again, the lack of responsibility, just doing things how you want, stealing funds, not wanting to fully fund projects, but you want to pocket most of the money. This is just crazy for the betterment of citizens and the youths. Kenya is not going towards the good direction. Actually, let me look at the GDP of Kenya in 2022. and the GDP of Kenya in 2025. Then from there, maybe we can try understand what is really happening. As Ruto tells is lies.
Wale mambo mengine ambayo yatatusaidia. Wale wanaosema waseme ukweli. Wawachane na porojo, wawache misinformation, wawache disinformation. Let us speak what is right. Na Kenya itasonga mbele. Na tuseme ukweli. Najua kuna watu wanatafuta kuchafua Kenya kwa mbinu zote. Rais alisaini. Hii sheria ilikuweko. Amendment ilianza 2024. Amendment ilifanywa na bunge. Mimi niliamuka on Wednesday.
Such a liar. So let's look at 2022. What was Kenya's GDP in 2022? Kenya's GDP in 2022 was $114 billion in nominal US dollars, according to the sources like Macro Trends and Worldometer, something like that. And the Central Bank of Kenya reported a nominal GDP of 13 trillion Kenyan shillings in its local currency figures. And of course, in 2025, actually it has gone a little bit high, but still, I'm not even trusting. It has not really gone high in a lot. It's just like a 10-20% rise. They're saying Kenya's nominal GDP for 2025 it's projected to be, it's projected to be $131 billion, with some sources projecting it will be approximately that is 131.67 billion, and approximately expected to be 131.47 billion. The purchasing power parity, and of course the GDP is estimated to be at $401 billion. I'm not really trusting this thing, because what is Kenya doing to actually be? There's nothing we're doing. There's nothing this country. Maybe I'm the one not observing much, but there's no development that I can see. The only thing that Ruto is building now is only a stadium. There's no construction of roads. Like I've spoken about the water irrigation. It's crazy that yesterday it just rained a little bit. Then some places, they're flooding. Talk about that. He goes ahead and lies to people still, of course, of the projects he's supposed to fulfill. Understand, none of these have been fulfilled, because as we talk today, we have some youths at the Kasarani Stadium today, and they're supposed to be given 50,000 Kenyan shillings. That is for a startup of whatever you want, either a job and all that. And the same thing I saw yesterday, because I shared it on my show, on the Culture Show, how you need to be careful, because there was a link circulating online of how you can get that money. So you need to be very careful, because it could be scammers taking advantage of you. But he's also lying to citizens, of course, women, single women and mothers. He said that he has announced plans to roll out a new financial initiative aimed at supporting the economic empowerment of single mothers and women across the country. The program, which will be part of the broader access to government procurement opportunities framework, seeks to provide targeted training and resources to help women enhance their skills and gain greater access to government tenders. He says, and I quote, "We want single mothers and all women to come forward. We are looking to train 600,000 of them, and either through national or county governments, to help them run successful businesses and become more economic independent." However, the president has not provided detailed information about whether individual women will receive direct financial subsidy, or if the focus will solely be on the training and business development support. While addressing mourners during the burial of Weston Kirocho, the father of police IG Douglas Kanja in Thome, Laikipia County, the president has promised to provide more specifics on the fund structure and implementation in the coming weeks. And I want to go through a few comments just very quick before I give my sentiments on it. Someone says, please give it to free education. Single mothers are too hardworking for handouts. Exactly. That is very true. Give us free education. And we go back to what that lady said. Not just free education, change, renovate the whole system of school, renovate the whole system of education. Give us Afrocentric education, but who are we really talking to? Are you seeing the person on your screen? And also, someone else says, why not bring Linda Mama first? I've seen some mothers stranded in hospitals with unpaid bills after bringing life. Exactly. Number one, they took away Linda Mama, which was a project that was helping women who are pregnant to give birth for free. Nowadays, especially when nurses have strike because of not being paid on time, most of the women are giving birth outside the hospitals. Some women are dying because of being in labor for so long and not getting medical assistance because the government has failed to pay people on time. And this is the same people promising people money. You barely pay the people working under your system, teachers, nurses, lecturers. You're talking about you're going to give single mothers some amount and some education to do what? You promised people the same nonsense. That was when before you became a president. You told people you're going to give them a capital to start business. And what you can't find out, this is a loan that people have to pay with a lot of interest. What happened to that? So this is actually our stolen funds. Again, you're going to take them as loans, pay them back in interest. This is, I bet this is their scam again. They're going to tell you, yes, you can get access to this amount of money, but you're going to pay back within this amount, within this period of time, and with interest. And these are our stolen public funds. These are our taxes that we should be getting better roads. We should be having free access of hospitals, free access of education. We should be having good water irrigations, not small rains and it's flooding, people getting carried away, including cars. The mediocrity in Africa is crazy. This is a joke. If anyone is believing this scam, then you don't understand how this system is completely working. You've been caught up in it. If you don't get how this system is working, let Ibrahim Traore show you, because we have cheaper ways of making our country become a better country. We don't need the IMF. We don't need the World Bank. We don't need no France. We don't need no Britain. We don't need no colonial system telling us or dictating to us what to do. We have the resources. That's the funny thing. But we need a white man to have the yes say. And then you'll be the yes, abosa. Yes, It's crazy. But look at Ibrahim showing you how you can do it.
This is absolutely shocking. President Ibrahim Traore is quietly launching one of Africa's most unexpected revolutions, building national roads using old, worn-out tires. Yes, the same tires that once piled up in landfills caused...
This is amazing, because I remember it was, I think, in Nigeria or Ghana, we had a group of youths who came up with the same project, not using now tires as to build the roads, but they were using them as bricks, those small bricks you put there, still for the roads, yeah, but they were designing them, for the roads. I don't know if they're called bricks or how they're called, but anyway, if you know what I'm saying, those patterns that you put, they look like blocks, you put them on the road, then they create this pattern on the floor. So we had, I think in Nigeria, a young woman who came with this project, of course, and I spoke about it. I said, this is where we need the government now bringing in their funds. You don't need to go to China, asking them to come help you build their roads. Use these young people, let them actually make this now an education. Use that young girl, create an institution or give them a free hall. Let majority of the people get access of this knowledge. And what do you do after that? Create a job opportunity. Okay, since people now have this knowledge, fund the project, ensure that everything moves swiftly and as expected, as the vision is being seen by that young girl, not you interfering or your white people. None of them. Let the youths do it. You give them the funds. You just fund the project and ensure they are also majority of them who get access to this knowledge. Just like what you've said about most of the innovations we've seen being taken away from Africa. You come up with something, then we have a Chinese company saying, this was ours. And that's it. Very funny.
Causing pollution and disease are now being melted, processed, and repurposed into durable, heat-resistant roads across Burkina Faso. It's cheap, it's smart, and it's eco-friendly. These roads are not only saving the country millions in construction costs, but they're also built to last twice as long in extreme weather. No potholes, no breakdowns, just strong, flexible highways powered by innovation. Behind this project are young Burkinabe engineers and technicians, trained under Traore's education reform plan.
Trained. Did you hear that? Trained. Of course, you can't do it alone, because the problem with this bubble, I don't know how to call them, this Siasa boss Negroes, the problem with them is they want to keep all the power to themselves. You want to keep the power to yourself and to the corrupt idiots who are working for you.
Well, I like the Jerry Busana there, Joby. I like the speech that Ibrahim did a day ago, 2 days ago, and says, we told the truth. Shout out to you here, Tom. Don't want to believe you're behind 100 years. He said, listen here. White people created this 100 years ago, an engine. White people created the bomb, created this. I need engineers. Whoever can do it, we will, like Joe said, we will fund it and we will back it. We need engineers and we need things developed. Like I told you, R&D in Africa. It should have been there. That's called research and development. Should have been. How can you have a nation without an R&D sector, which no African country has? Research and development. That's R&D.
Let me answer you. What I do is I pick someone like Simba.
Oh my God.
Okay, I pick someone like Simba, and tell them, hey, you know what? I can trust you, right? So you're gonna be the minister of roads now, okay? How you do that? I don't care. I don't care how you do it. Every month, every budget, we're gonna give you the funds. How you use them, that's none of our business. I'm just putting you there as the minister of roads, okay? And that's how it's done, kid. That's how they do it. There's no R&D, like you've said.
Very straight crazy. So even Touré is made a research and development, should have been done. And this is just blows your mind that no puppet has done this. But research and development, he's also made what? Engineering classes are free in Burkina Faso now. Engineer, you're free going to college. It's free. Because we need engineers, like he said. We need people in Africa to stay in Africa. And he promised you jobs. We need shit done. We need to build shit.
It's crazy.
Go ahead, it's crazy.
Ruto is talking about what we're doing as a country by taking our gold to England, by selling our public state-owned companies, by him privatizing everything to do with the land, the cyber crimes or whatever he's passed, all this bullshit of bills that he's doing. Number one, like I've said, they contradict themselves with their words, and you're gonna find the truth in between if you listen carefully. He's lied literally without knowing he's lied to the people. There's nothing as coincidence. How do you say something is a coincidence, yet you say the same thing was actually there since last year? How is this a coincidence? You've been long knowing you're going to pass this bill. Then he says, we're doing this for the better of the youth. So the same youth demanded inclusivity in last year.
He doesn't give a damn about any youth, and he knows that whole bill is not. That's why there's no Kenyan government. All them bills are written up in the IMF and World Bank offices of white people. That's why now you got tax agents coming to Africa to steal more. Can you imagine? You got white people coming to Africa to extract taxes now. They're called taxes without borders. They just go to Africa and take the money because they know that the corrupt leaders are stealing them. So now they just drain the people. They go straight to this is absolutely crazy. It's called, you can look this up, it's called taxes without borders. They got white people just coming to Africa and taxing them. So it go back to them. This is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, so I'm saying when the youth demand inclusivity, you say shoot them. This is treason. These are criminals. You call them also.
Exactly.
So when we have people like Ibrahim Traore now including the youth and supporting and funding what they want, this is fun.
But Joby, those are AI videos. That's not real.
Moron.
Plan. They are taking global waste and turning it into African infrastructure. While some nations burn their waste, Burkina Faso is building its future with it. If successful, this initiative could inspire a new wave of sustainable construction across Africa. And once again, Traore proves, real leadership means thinking ahead, thinking green, and building with purpose. This is absolutely shocking. President Ibrahim Traore is quietly launching one of Africa's most unexpected revolutions, building national roads using old, worn-out tires.
Yeah, so that is what is happening. Of course, going through the comments of people on this section, some of the people are saying Captain Traore should be the president of Africa. And someone also says, Africa unite, protect Ibrahim Traore, Mama Africa. Someone says, so proud of this. So proud if this joint effort and clear method move forward into the future with already materials you already have. I mean, I think that is immense. It's
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All you're doing is repurposing the material. It's not like it's revolutionary, Joby. All you're doing is taking the material that you've already had and used, right? You're just repurposing that material. So tires, all you do is grind the tires down and you repurpose the material so it doesn't go to waste. Because the same material to make tires, the same material to make roads, the same thing. You just grind it down and just repurpose the material. That's all. It's not like it's hard to do. Not like it's some genius thing to do, Joe. We just take the tires, grind them down, repurpose them into the same road material that you would make. That's it. And it saves you money because you already have the material.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We had a lady in Nigeria who came up with the same project. I spoke about it, I think, in 2023 or early last year. And
All right.
what has Tinubu done about it? Tinubu is more concerned about the yacht that has a bulletproof, for the wife and for himself, not for the people. It's super, super crazy. But on this other end, we also have Ibrahim Traore still with a good report. He has reportedly barred the government ministers and officials from traveling abroad for medical treatment and encouraging confidence in the nation's own health system.
That's right. You should have been did that. Exactly. Ain't no traveling abroad to get no help. We build it here. You should be ashamed not to build good hospitals in your own country. You should be ashamed.
Exactly.
But the bootlicks are not ashamed. You should be ashamed that you are in it's 2025 and you haven't built good hospitals in your own country. I mean, you don't give a shit about your own people, your own babies. You're criminal. And I agree with him. Build it here.
Yeah,
now.
I really like it because I do bet he's been, of course, observing what has happened in Nigeria, where we had Buhari, the previous president of Nigeria, where he died in India. We have the late Prime Minister Raila Odinga, who died in India, and bunch of them, they keep on dying in India. The only place is India, not South Africa. Shout out to South Africans. Our country is developed. Get out of our hospitals. Why can't African leaders come to your country?
Because they be embarrassed, Joe. In an African country that's developed, it looks bad on them. Even more than an Indian country, it looks bad. They got to go to another African country where they haven't built. You got to come to South Africa if you haven't built anything.
That's why you question the work of the African Union. How are you on the same board? How the hell are we on the same board? But I can't come use an hospital in your country, despite the political differences that they have been set up by the white man. I mean, we're all puppets, that. They all know that they're all puppets of the white people. So you're not telling me
they all know that.
I can't come to your country as Ruto to get some help. This is very embarrassing.
I don't know why they don't. It might be cheaper because actually, it might be cheaper in India because actually the hospitals in South Africa are much better than India's, but it may be cheaper to go to India. I don't know what. It might be more expensive to go to South Africa. South African hospitals are better than Indian, Joby. You better believe that. But I'm letting you know, South Africa is Europe in Africa, Joby. It's Europe and Africa. It ain't. India's fucked up. I'm letting you know. Okay, I'm listening.
Yeah, that lady, tell her that is our country. It is not her country. We need the white people gone. I'm speaking as a South African in Kenya. I don't care. We need all of you gone. So if actually South Africa is better than India, the hospitals they have, it's very mind-blowing. You're telling me you're gonna travel all the way to India while you've stolen so much amount of money.
Put us up, Joe. Put us up real quick. Put us up, Joby, real quick. Say, are the South African hospitals considered better than the Indian hospitals? The answer is yes. Answers a resounding yes.
India and don't go to South Africa while you have all the money you can.
I know exactly. That's true. They don't want to be embarrassed, Joby. You can come into Africa. You haven't built a hospital in your own country. In Africa, you come to another African country. I guess it's embarrassing. I don't understand it, but yeah, Is South Africa more developed than India? Yes. South African
Yes.
hospitals better than India? Yes.
It says there is no simple answer to whether South Africa or India hospitals are better. Both countries have dual health system with major variations in inequality between the public and private sectors. And the private sector in both countries offer world-class facilities, while the public sector in both
Of course. Of
faces
course.
significant challenges.
Them challenges. We just say,
Yeah,
I just say, okay, I will say the world class hospitals in South Africa are better than the world. I've been to both countries. The world class hospitals in South Africa, I'd rather go there than go to
Are you,
the
are you,
Indian one.
are you sure it's not private hospitals or
But
because
that's it. That's what they're talking about. The private hospitals.
yeah,
But I think, but I would say even the public hospitals in South Africa are better than
in
the ones in India. Yeah, and all day, every day. I think
mhm.
all day, every day, Joe.
Yeah, because they're saying that when you look at the private hospitals, the high quality, these are the high quality. They're saying South African private hospitals concentrated in major urban areas are known for the high quality of care, modern equipment, and high trained specialists. And then we talk
Exactly.
about medical tourism. The facilities attract medical tourism from across Africa and beyond.
Hmm.
High cost is that in this sector is primarily accessible to the wealthy and those with private insurance due to
So
the
that's what I'm
high.
saying, sir. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the one in South Africa may be a little bit more expensive, but like you said, those guys got all the money that they stole, so they should be able to afford it. But I think it's a bad look on them, Joby, to go to another African nation that built their own shit. It doesn't seem so bad. He say, "I'm in
I wouldn't,
India."
I
I'm just
wouldn't be.
saying, Joby.
I wouldn't personally. I wouldn't be ashamed. I think I got zero shame.
You
I wouldn't
should.
be
You
ashamed.
should. You shouldn't be ashamed because you're African. That
Yeah,
South Africa has South Africa has top notch
and
hospitals. I'm just
and
making that the fact.
I don't care. I'm still the Yasa boss Negro in Africa. So what should I be scared of? Like I run this shit. Like I'm
That's
the
true.
Yasa
I'm
boss.
just saying. Sometimes they worry about the publicity and it's a bad look. And I'm just saying because exactly. Why would you go away to India? You just go right down to South Africa. So I'm thinking you don't really care about the cost because you stole all the money. So you're exactly right. So it can't be the cost. So you're right. So it's got to be something else because the hospitals in South Africa are better than India. So I'm just telling you what I know.
All
That's a
right.
fact.
Yeah, so they're talking about the public hospitals. Since you want me to go through this, they're talking about the public hospitals. They are overburdened. Okay, the public sector that is in South Africa. The
Yeah,
public
because
sector
remember, you know why, Joe? Why they overburdened Joby? What you know is what you get mad at. Why they overburdened Joby?
because of other African people.
Yeah, that's right.
I know, but okay, yeah, that's true. But yeah, the public sector services the majority of the population, but is severely under resourced. Okay, listen, under resourced, understaffed, and overcrowded. So not only are the people overcrowded or is it overburdened, there's understaffed and under resourced. So don't tell me shit about public hospitals in South Africa. You better fix that shit, you woman talking to other black people. They should go back to their country. You don't even have enough staff to even handle that crowd. You don't even have enough resources in that country. You look like a Nigeria, I bet. Huh? Using torchlights to make to operate.
No, don't no, it don't look like that. Even no,
Huh,
Joby. Afraid to tell you
huh.
not. No,
Let,
no,
let's
no.
not
Don't,
forget South
don't.
Africa fixes power grid all the goddamn time. All
Of
right?
course, but that's because the Europeans are trying to show the Africans looking terrible at managing the country. That's on purpose because they got all the minerals there. Those minerals are shipped to Europe, Joe. They got all the minerals to keep the lights on in South Africa. Don't believe.
Because
Remember, everything is political, Joe. So understand they do that to make South Africa look bad, so that these Africans cannot manage a country and it needs to go back in the white hand. And so that also makes their goopy, stupid, they're dumb, black people are uneducated. We want white people to rule again because the Africans have failed us. These no good bastards are stupid. So it has a political meaning why they do that. Because South Africa has all the minerals, Joe, to keep the lights on. So all you gotta do, you can find the same change you find in Liberia and South Africa shipping all the damn energy to Europe. You can put that on YouTube right now. It's constant flowing out of there.
So they're also talking about the long wait times. Patients experience long waiting times and lack of privacy. Talking about also brain drain. Many medical professions leave the public sector for more competitive salaries in the private sector and uneven access, quality,
Yeah, they leave. Who
inconsistent.
who's in the private sector, Joby? Oh, the white people who got all the money in the country. So they get all the really good hospitals. All the no good, dirty Negroes from other country from Kenya. I see the Kenyan guy in South Africa. The other bit. Hey, where you from? I'm Kenyan. Hey, you get out the country. That Kenyan guy been there like for 15 years, had a business. Say, I have a business here. We don't care. South Africa's talking all crazy. Go ahead.
And looking at India, of course, the healthcare system, about the private hospitals, there is world class reputation. India is a global leader in medical tourism, known for offering high quality and affordable treatment, especially in
Exactly.
areas like organ transplant and
Exactly.
cosmetic.
Cheap.
And
Them
then
organ and them organ transplants are coming from Africans too.
mhm, affordable medicine. They're saying India is called the pharmacy of the world due to its low cost government regulated pharmaceutical industry. And then high volume, the country's high number of hospitals contributes to shorter waiting times in the private sector. Of course, that's the most populated country, I think, apart from just
It is.
Nigeria. Nigeria
No,
is.
no, it's the most populated country in the world.
Yeah, and then talking about the public hospitals in India, they're saying it's free and low cost care. Wow, that's amazing. I didn't know that. Public hospitals provide free and heavily subsidized treatment, which is crucial for low income citizens. That is amazing. Significant challenges, despite efforts to severe rural areas, the public system struggles with overburdened facility and
What
staff.
you doing, man?
The same, which can compromise the quality of care. But back to Burkina Faso and Ibrahim Traore. This is a
How you
good
doing?
move because, yes, it's a shame. Kid, can you kindly mute yourself before I mute you? Yeah, back to Burkina Faso. This is amazing. Shout out to Ibrahim Traore because this number one not only focuses or encourages the confidence in the nation's own healthcare system, but it also stops most of these people working under him to not steal any public funds. Number one, because the treatment is gonna be taken care of here. You're not gonna say you need a loan for this and this to go to India and all those kind of crap. I think it just reduces that lack of stealing also of public funds in different ways, where we can keep tracks of you,
Hey,
of your
Mike.
medical records, of bank system, and a bunch of things, because these are the same leaders in those three countries, Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso. They're the same people who got rid of the majority of the officials who are working there before and replaced them with new people. And also they have spoken and given harsh laws about corruption if you found in any corruption type of case. So this is really, really super amazing. But as we move into the major conversation of the day, is about Shea butter. Like I said, I barely talk about health care or health a lot. That is what turns conversation majority of the times. But yeah, I remember I was doing that some time back, but today I found something a bit interesting. Since we talk about, see, now I'm not shading anyone. She does it so good too. She's just natural with it too, because she's just mostly invested in it. But since we talk about shea butter as Black Hot Fire, and we have shea butter as part of our sports and nutrition, our sports products that you can get. When talk about skincare products, we have aloe cucumber soap, we have raw shea butter. Let me check a bunch of more that we have literally, and they're all organic, because what we preach about here about our supplements, they're all organic. It's no chemical, no nothing. And one thing I'd say about Africans, majority of us have fallen into wanting to go with the trends, and the trends have majority destroyed our skins. Sadly, especially for women. Men don't go with the trends of skincare products, so none of that. Women do. We focus on, you see a new lip gloss, you want to try it. You see a new eyeshadow, you want to try it. You see a new
Because
concealer,
because because
try
because women are about what, yo?
beauty.
About beauty, exactly. Men don't give a shit about
Yeah, we're about,
that.
yeah, we're about. Sadly that it's not something bad to explore things, but you have to be very
No,
careful,
it's
because
not.
most products are tampered with. You can find a company, let's say my company, Touched by Joby. I have my own skincare foundation or my own product, and then someone else comes with another Touched by Joby, or other six other people produce other fake
Just,
products of Touched by
I'm touched
Joby.
by Joby. Now my skin is burning off my face.
Exactly. So you find even most of the people now go buy products and start blaming the original company, not understanding there are other mimickers of your product, and they're naming it after you so that they can get that money, and because they want to make some money. So we have to be very careful as Africans, especially for us. Leave alone white people. I couldn't give a shit. They're the most promoters of these things, especially in Africa. For us, black people, we need to be very, very careful, okay, on anything you put in on your screen. I'm very grateful personally, growing up as a woman, as a lady, as a young girl, all those stages of life. I've never fallen into the pressure. Number one, I've never tried. I have tried skincare products, but they were original because I was even advertising them. And I tried to try them before starting to advertise them to other people so I can see if there's any change. Because I could see that backlash coming from other people. When you go buy products from people, they start saying it's not working. It's been 6 months. I've been buying the same shit. It's not working. It should be at least for a month,
But
maybe
the
2
same
weeks.
shit. About the
Yeah,
same shit. It ain't working.
yeah. Your
No.
skincare products, your skincare products for me, I think it should take you, for my observation, the things I use personally are like rose water, shea butter. Those are the skincare products I've tried a lot, and also the soap. There's this, I don't know, I think we have it on our store. There's this, it's very, how is it called? I wish I can say it in Swahili for you guys to understand. The kona povu mingi. It has a lot of puffs. I don't know, the whatever that comes out of the soap. But anyway, um, the longest, or the period of time that skincare products should start reacting to you, the shortest and the longest should be within 2 weeks. You should see change when you're using skincare products. 2 weeks, you should start seeing a change. For me, I know things like the rose water clears your skin, like your skin completely. It just naturalizes your skin tone, because I'm not saying like being on the sun. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying being on the sun is wrong for black people. Of course, we must sun gaze, but there's also how our skin. We know there's, if you stay in the house, there's how your skin can get a little bit either lighter or even. Let me say even. Even, that is the right term. There's how your skin can even, and there's how, especially let's say you're in the sun, you're used to wearing short let's say t-shirts. You'll find your upper arm, it's way how do I say, it's lighter than the other sides of the arm, so that creates an evenness of the skin. But there are certain products, when you use them, or the more you use them, they create that even tone on your skin. That works with rose water and maybe other body lotions as well, which are not chemicalized. It shouldn't be chemicalized, because it's gonna mess with you. But yes, I bumped into something interesting, and that's what brought my conversation for today. I didn't know actually most of the African countries, we don't share or produce the same product when it comes to shea butter. Actually, each and every African country has different colors of shea butter. There's black, there's brown, there's super white, there's cream, there's yellow, and much more. So if you look at countries like, of course, let me give you this very quickly before we get into that. We have, of course, number one, you have to understand where shea butter comes from, maybe in case you don't know, before we get into how many countries and what are the colors they come up with, how many countries produce this, and the colors and how they look and the difference in them. So the saying shea butter comes from the nut of African shea tree, scientifically known as Vitellaria paradoxa, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. The fat is extracted from the oily camels found inside the fruit of this tree, which is native to tropical Africa. And of course, the extraction process, which is after the fruit is pulp in is removed, the camel is processed to separate the fat. Traditionally, this involves grinding the camel, boiling in water, and skimming the buffer that rises to the top. Of course, most of you also don't know the process of maybe how shea butter becomes shea butter, because I also wondered. I really love shea butter personally. Shout out to Loveness in Tanzania. I saw she's also started selling shea butter from Nigeria. She's exporting all the way from Nigeria. That is our Uber driver in Tanzania. And yeah, I can't wait to go there and get myself one or two, because I love shea butter. It's super. I'd recommend, don't use body lotions, man. If I could literally tell people, don't use lotions. I don't know if it's because personally I've had a very bad reaction with lotions, but I don't even see the essence of using lotions, even today. Because I remember there's a time in 2022 I was trying some like Nivea and all that, because Nivea is considered as the best. There's also different types of I'd say body lotions. Like I said, there's skin evening. There are just lotions for the sake of lotions. It depends what you really want for your body, or what change do you want to see in your body. So I don't really use lotions personally. I use the cow milking oil. It's called mafuta ya ng'ombe in Swahili, cow milking oil. Literally, that's what I use. And actually, cow milking oil is also very, very nice. Apart from just cooking, it's also nice. But they're also talking about the uses of shea butter, which is widely used in cosmetics. Of course, we know as a moisturizer. How do you use it as a moisturizer? If you maybe using other after you're taking shower, maybe after you put your mask and all that, wash your face, the last thing you should have on your skin is shea butter, because it works very well, especially during the night. And it's also edible, used in some African cuisines. Did you know that actually you can also use shea butter for cooking? And also the allergy warnings, maybe you can have some allergy. They're saying because it comes from a nut, individuals with a severe tree nut allergy may need to be cautious with shea butter, as trace amounts of protein can cause reaction. I don't know, this should happen maybe to white people. Africans, we are very, very we are healthy people, unless you're messing with other products. Shea butter should work very, very well for you. But also we have other countries, of course, to understand which countries produce this in high commodity. They're saying at least 21 countries in Africa produce shea butter, and the shea tree grows across the continent in a region often called the Shea Belt, stretching from west to east Africa. Major producers include Nigeria, Burkina Faso, Ghana, Mali, through other countries like Benin, Ivory Coast, and Senegal also have significant production. And of course, looking at countries like Ghana, just recently, they actually banned the exportation of shea butter. The government of Ghana did announce a policy to implement a phased ban on the export of raw shea nuts, and not no the raw shea nuts, sorry, and not shea butter. And of course, when you ban this, when you ban the shea nuts which produce the shea butter, of course the other people are going to suffer from it, which is what we want as well. We need to start benefiting us. We need to start benefiting more, not them benefiting from what is ours. You take everything there, process it, do it in your house, let them come buy from you, let it be expensive from them for them getting it from you. Africa, we need to wake up. But they're also talking about this is the move which should begin in 2026, and the move is aimed at boosting the local process industry, creating jobs, and increasing the country's revenue from value added exports. And yeah, this is super amazing, I think, for me in Ghana, and other countries should also do that. Unless it's not beneficial for you, stop doing it. And the fact that when you look at Africa, we had traditional ways of doing this. We don't need the white people. As much as we can advance our own techniques still now, because the world has literally moved ahead in terms of technology in different ways, we can still use our people to do this traditionally, because there are people who actually embrace
Well,
traditional
yeah,
cultures.
well, you would send it away, and everybody else is making the money off of it. It's like everything in Africa. You send it away, they produce it and sell it back to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Exactly. So look at this. This is literally where I bumped into this video that brought me into this research of understanding what I'm talking about. And then we look at also, we have actually the Shea Butter Museum in Ghana. So in case you're looking forward to visit Ghana, one of the museums you can visit is the Shea Butter Museums, which actually educates you of the different type of museums you can get from Burkina Faso, what value it adds on your skin. Of course, they all have same benefit of skin and cooking, but there's color and there's texture, which actually is very well explained differently. But let me share this one first.
You can
am
cook
in
with shea
Accra,
butter?
Ghana, and I got
Yes, you can cook with shea butter.
Damn.
to see different.
Let me share this.
Did you know there are different kinds of shea butter depending on the region and the country? I got the chance to visit the Shea Butter Museum in Accra, Ghana, and I got to see different kinds of shea butter from different countries. As you can see, each country's shea butter looks a little bit different. That's because each country has its own extraction process, and they also add in their own ingredients to make their shea butter unique. A lot of people are probably used to shea butter from Ghana, which is an ivory or light yellow color, but as you can see, each country has its own color, consistency, and different ingredients added into their shea butter. Another thing people might not know about shea butter is not just for cosmetic purposes. It's also edible. So you can cook in shea butter and you can also eat shea butter directly. Lastly, at the museum, they had their own display of every step of the process from making shea butter, from the tree nut to the
I
actual
don't think
shea
I'm gonna be eating it.
butter that
You don't like trying anything, so you don't have to. We pass with you.
you use
You
for
got,
your
you got
hair,
that shit right.
to your skin, or if you want to cook with it. But I want to know, did you know that there are different kinds of shea butter depending on the country and the region?
I didn't know personally. I learned that through you, and thank you so much, young man. I don't know where you come from, but thank you for sharing the information. But yes, we also have the Shea Butter Museum. So let's look at this together as we see. Maybe one day when we go to Ghana, we might land ourselves in this particular place. I'd love to literally witness this with my very bare own eyes. Look at the different types, the texture, because there's something of the texture of shea. But if that shit is rough, let that shit go. I don't know. Yeah, let me see. Your one even has one. See, your one has carries has in the handbag every time.
It doesn't.
Mm,
It ain't. I
nice.
don't know why it ain't helping.
Yeah, what helping in doing what, kid? What it's moisturizing. Have you seen what on skin for you to talk shit? Oh, is the camera line? So exactly. This is which flavor is this? This is flavored. This is yeah, it has a scent kabigiji. Yeah, but yeah, let's look at this one as we continue to understand more.
See, hold on. See, Irritant keeps that kind so those old niggas can lick her face.
Wow, it smells nice. The breath is really good.
Lead me on, believe before the morning comes. Even though it's what we want, can't keep it up. But I just
Hi guys, I'm Barbara Esinamboni. I'm currently at Hamamat Montier's Shea Butter Museum. Yes, if you want to know everything about the history of shea butter, not only in Ghana, but in other parts of Africa, this is the perfect place for you to be. So let's go inside and let me show you just tiny bits of what you are going to experience here. But to get the full experience, you should visit the museum.
We're coming, lady. At least you are welcoming us. Like that, South Africa. Go back to your country. You need to go build your country. Go create your own butter. Crazy.
One
Wait,
remarkable thing
Joe.
about the ship
Wait, Joe. You worse than me now. Gotta have some grace with that lady because she's got a colonized mindset.
No, I'm not having grace with someone who doesn't have grace with other people. Like, please.
Shea Butter Museum is that they have shea butter from a lot of countries. You can see them here. So we have Benin, Cameroon, Ivory Coast, Nigeria, Chad, Togo, Ethiopia, and so many other countries. Kenya, South Sudan, and more. So you get to see how shea butter from these countries differ. You get to feel their texture and how they smell like. And it's a beautiful thing that everyone should experience.
Africa has so much shit, it's crazy. It's sitting in poverty. There's so much shit in Africa, it's absolutely crazy.
Believe before the morning comes, even though it's what we want, can't keep it up.
It's such a good artifact. Oh my god, I love it. It looks so nice.
But I just don't wanna leave you. Might just go with the reasons why we both can lay here. And secret, both gotta keep it honest. That's just a game.
I got this shea soap made from shea butter,
Oh,
and
wow. See, learning something. I didn't know we have, so you can create soap from shea butter. Wow. All right.
I
the
knew
dark
that, Joe.
one, or
Joe, get with the times. You didn't do
Huh?
that. Get with the times. That's shea butter been using apple for soap for thousands of years. Get with the times. Come on.
the black one has turmeric, so it makes it a bit different from the white one. And I can't wait to use them and see how it is like.
Shout out to Nish. Nish, every time she comes bearing some good gifts, especially the either if not makeup, if it should be some soap, some really cutie soaps, Shout out to her.
With you, even though it's wrong to lie. With you.
I don't know. It's gonna be rough in this. Getting back to Tanzania now. She's back in Louisiana. She's gonna be like 5 dress sizes bigger. Watch out.
The feelings rush every single time we touch. Even though it's what we want, can't keep these up. No. But I just don't wanna leave you. Might just go with the reasons why we both.
Yeah, so in case you're in Ghana, you can go visit the shea butter museum and get yourself educated on different types of shea butter that we have from other African countries. Like you've seen, we have from Ghana, Burkina Faso, Nigeria, Mali. Literally, I bet every African country we share something in common, just that it's different a little bit in its own way. But as I wind up with today's conversation, shout out to Jiba Jaba, who's been here with us. How you doing in your black job? Hope you're enjoying your day and hope your Friday is going amazing as well. I see he says thanks. We are good. The weather is crisp and chilly. It frosted last night. Sorry about that. Hope you're keeping warm. Yeah, it rained a little bit and some places were flooded. Just make that make sense. But anyway, I also see Jiba says here politicians don't read the bills. So a rider will be buried into the text enacting the controversial bills. He is a bullshit. Exactly. And also see says he reminds me of the Obama with that con- coincidence, I think coincidence in green, sorry. And also see it says rubber pavers, intelligent recycling, exactly. And also see it says I've noticed that the chat GTP is whiskey washy. Oh, is whiskey washy. It won't give a clear defined answer in most instances.
Yeah, wishy washy. It's saying what's what I'm looking for? It's ambiguous. It's not
Okay.
clear. It's ambiguous. Look up the word. Look up the word, Joe. You can Google wishy washy. It says ambiguous. It's a better term to say ambiguous.
Okay. Jib also says that's why my impression of a leader doesn't have to answer the tribal thing in India. And
Mm.
they also say South Africa has a ton of uranium and coal for electricity.
Exactly, has
And
everything. Exactly. I'm about to tell you. People like, oh, they can't. They got blackouts. They got blackouts because that's on purpose. They don't need to have blackouts. It's like Kenya shouldn't have blackouts. That's on purpose.
tell that lady, me, I'm okay. Me, at least I know
You,
our country
you,
faces
you,
power.
you tell that lady.
And I also see Jib also says um castor oil mixed with olive oil mixed my eczema took a month of eczema. Oh, eczema. I think the
Eczema, Joe, your skin. When your skin's all fucked up.
yeah, mine is not. See, I have no makeup.
Yeah,
I've been wearing makeup for 3 days. This is me, literally
yeah.
rose shea butter and rose water and the mafuta ya ng'ombe.
I
working.
know,
And
I know, Joe. We can tell you need to put that makeup on.
no, no,
I'm
no.
joking. Now your face needs to breathe sometime. I'm joking.
Even confidence with this shit.
we know we know where you were going. My face is in it. Look at me. You look at me. Okay,
Can't
Joey.
you can't see my confidence? Let me tell you, this is not the 20. This is not 2022, 2021, girl. You
It's
can keep.
damn sure ain't.
Don't you try me. I'll destroy you. But as we wind up, Yosa says correct lotions are primarily alcohol and glycerin, and that screws up our skin. Exactly. Especially, I don't know why glycerin is always like sugary. Yeah, you've never tasted glycerin? It's crazy because I used to taste glycerin. That's the most crazy part. It's so sugary. That's one of the things I didn't like about glycerin. And then it's just when you rub it on your hand, it gets hot. Why is it getting hot? I don't get it. That's why I don't like.
Cause it got chemicals in that shit. That's why.
It's sugary, and then you feel like God. Then the shit is hot. Like what the hell is going on? It also says pulled up the website. 5 kg of shea butter is for 1,500 USD. Goddamn, there is a big money in shea. Exactly. Yeah, that is how much it goes for. Let me check for you guys. I'm trying to join our
It's expensive. Shea
personal.
butter.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. For
hard to
us,
make. It's hard to track. So it's expensive.
yeah, on our page it goes for $20
Pretty-
5 cents.
That's
On
pretty
our
cheap.
page, which yeah, up to $20.75. Sorry, we have the Baypal powder for $15.80. We have aloe cucumber soap. That is $8.25. We also have
We
hair,
also
skin,
we also
and
we
nail.
also have the new item called butt cheek spray. It
Oh
helps
my
so you
God!
won't end up like that. But they call butt cheek spray. You won't end up
Don't
like
get
D'Angelo.
don't not get fruity boozy here. Not fruity
But
boozy
don't
here.
keep it pussy,
No,
tootie pussy.
don't get fruity
Man,
fruity. Oh,
we
it's
got
tutti frutti.
man.
I keep on saying fruity
Yeah.
boozy.
I think
I
that damn
forget the other name. I forget
that
one.
that damn Tariq then took over TikTok. I gave him some agent because he's on that live heavy on TikTok since he came over. Man, this
Mm,
TikTok happens. He's on TikTok heavy. Tariq Nasheed is on TikTok heavy, causing all kind of disturbance. This shit is crazy. He's on the
shout.
heavy. He's on the heavy talking crazy about Africans. He's talking crazy about the Jamaican. Okay, Jamaican dude, you're your long stories. You gotta go. You
Anyway,
you can't even go on your beach. Shut up. Get off my live. Damn.
wrapping it up right here. Thank you so much to everyone who has tuned in on today's conversation. Of course, see you guys later on the Rhythm Scoop Show. As always, every Monday and Friday we have the Rhythm Scoop Show.
Hey
But we
Joe,
have also
wait before you go. Did you see that video that we shit on the TikTok that K Williams shit on the TikTok
okay,
page with that
no,
black with the black lady? I was thinking about irritation. I said, if any of you black people do this with white people, you get the hell away from us. You reading the list and shit.
I didn't, I'm gonna check it out. I'm not open TikTok today. I'm gonna check it out. I need to see what you
It's just
guys should
funny.
do back to
If any time these people your friends, you get the hell away from me. If any people do this, you get the hell away from me.
Yes, much love, family. See you guys later on the Rhythm Scoop Show and the Africa Today Show.
You been cooking, Toby?
Yeah?
You,